Action! ये है मेरे पास है, क्या करना है? क्यों लेके आए?
अच्छा ठीक है, मैं देख आया तुम वापस।
लेके आया? अच्छा अच्छा। ये साउथ ये
ओके, जा रहा हूँ।
Got it. Okay. Counter.
What was your basic starting point or concept? What set you off to making this film?
It's a different concept taken towards a love story, because we always seen in love stories that the love is always been glorified to such a level that whatever is around those love is all negative points, and the love is the only pure thing between the boy and the girl. This is one film because of their love. How the surroundings are suffering, the parents of both the boy and the girl and the friends and all those people, what is the sufferings they go through is also equally important as the love. The love of the parent to the child, and the love of the child to the parent, and love of the lover to the next, the other lover. His love or her love is also equally important. That's what I'm trying to tell with this picture. Because I call it an absolutely Indian love story. We have a lot of our tradition, or you take it any Italian or Japanese or Indian films, you always see an Indian culture. Also, you always see that there is a lot of value for human relationships. We are not trying to make such things. For example, I have noticed such things are less in European countries and American countries. So what happens is that they may be going behind science fictions and all, but we have something more important, is our relationships, and try to utilize those things. Even in our social problem, even in our day-to-day life, everything, whatever we do, our relationships are equally important. So I was always trying to do, in this film especially, I am trying to show how close the family bonds are, and which I am trying to put it through an entertainer, an absolute entertainer, but at the end it makes you cry. I know. My challenge is that if you cry, if you watch a film like Titanic and 2 drops of tears come out of your eyes, you watch this film, I know that 10 drops will come. That emotion has worked in the film, and it is not artificial, it is very genuine and very real. I personally believe this is the best film I have made so far.
Does it have this long shadi sequence? Is it one of those films?
Nothing. See, there is no shadi sequence, there is no thing. It is only the old film. The songs are not, and actually even to grow the love, also I have used only scenes. I have not depended totally on the songs just to grow the love. I have depended on scene. And it is also the love between, it is not that you meet a girl in the college, you go, nowadays people say, you just go to her, talk to her, and those days are gone where you give a letter and all those things. No, still it is there. But it depends on what is your family backdrop. You can see girls who are very nervous even today to talk to a boy. Even today it is there, because I personally know a few incidences. And so it's not like, I'm not telling it, I understood it is not that regularly you are seeing a lot of this shadi sequence and this and that. It's not there. I'm not trying to do any of those things. I've totally tried to give a new screenplay order to this film. The film will look very ordinary till 55%, and it takes a total different turn from there. That's what I wanted. One should, when people watch the film, they should feel that, okay, this is a kind of love story we have seen. But suddenly I want to give a shock and turn the subject. This is the way I have done the picture. You have to see to believe it.
You worked with this young actor Akshaye Khanna. Is he superstar material?
I don't call anything a superstar material. I feel Akshaye Khanna is one of the finest actors among the youngsters who have come here. And as an actor, he has got tremendous potential. I often, when I was working, I would be explaining something to him, and I felt that this guy is not listening to it. But actually, he's actually listening to it. And he's trying to imagine how it will come as if he does it proper. So when I saw him performing, because when I started this film, there were sequences where I wanted a lot of innocence on him. So I had my doubt how far I'll succeed on that, but amazingly he has done it so well. And I was surprised that, because when I saw Border, I found him as a very tough person who's got a very tough face. And I really appreciated him as an actor when he did the family scenes where his attachment to the mother, father, and the play in the family, those things he did it just like a child, and that actually has helped a lot in my film.
How differently have you asked Hera Pheri to compose music?
See, I can tell you, if you have listened to a lot of Hera Pheri's songs, but here the difference I can tell you is, Rahman is, I could give a very detailed screenplay to him, and he was telling, because he has always been doing films on grand visuals and grand backgrounds and exaggerated subjects. When I told him this subject is very down to earth and very realistic, he has taken a clean attitude that okay, he'll be more melodious on this film. And his melody has worked so well in this film. That's what I feel. He has done justice to each situation, and he has played it, each song he has played it drastically different to the other. Because I was not happy about that film, personally. Satrani Sapna, I can tell you, it was more an experiment. I was not very sure how things will be. Even, you know that Kamal has said that Virasat will never work in Hindi. And I was very sure that it will work, and it worked. Same way I was trying, even Satrani Sapna, I always wanted to try something different from whatever is going on here. But it didn't work, because now I know, okay, there is a limit which we cannot go away from the formula. We have to be inside the formula. If you drastically forget formula, things will not work out. That's what I learned from that. Anyway, for example, sometimes it happens. You are always trying your best to make a film run, and you are working very sincere. Like Muskurat, I know that film today is appreciated by a lot of people, but because of the artist and because of wrong publicity, anyway, things did not work out. So that doesn't mean that okay, even after the film is made, you can get a good. I mean, people say that it was a good film. That's all we can do about it.
Sound.
Bye for take one.
Action.
तुम्हें नंदिनी पसंद है? और उसे तुम
कभी पूछा नहीं।
Ready.
Do you play safe as a director now when compared to your era?
See, frankly speaking, after making 48 films, now success and failure doesn't affect me. My main problem is I should not be ashamed that I made a film like this. That's the only thing I am worried about. And sometimes, for example, that film like Doli, now I am very confident about it. And if it doesn't work out, it'll definitely affect me. But still, of course, I can't just think that okay, this is the ultimate of cinema. But I'm sure my gut feel has never failed, so I'm sure it will work.
What is happening behind the scenes of Raftar?
Film is over, completed, and its title has been changed to Hera Pheri. Now we have to shoot 2 songs. With that, the picture will be over.
Balesh is sitting and playing and eating.
Okay.
It becomes a brawl here.
Okay.
बांगड़ी वाला बन जा बांगड़ी वाला वीडियो कैमरा अगर आप लोग एक जगह आप लोग
यहाँ धूप यार डायरेक्ट लाइट है जैसे
तुम लोग क्या बोला ये लोग नीचे तो ऊपर
Are you doing any more Hindi films or is it throwback?
Yeah, I have a commitment to art films. I have a commitment to a couple of other people, but I have not decided. I'm waiting for Doli. Then only I decide. Okay, again I have to correct. If this is successful, okay, what I'm thinking is right. If it is not, then I have to think twice before I do the next film. That's what I'm waiting for.
Do you have to consciously think of trying to appeal to the North Indian psyche? Because
No, it's not that. You're basically trying to adjust, understand better. Okay, this is a kind of crowd we have here. This is the kind of crowd we have in South. For example, in Malayalam, we can make a film go very slow. Still, because of literacy and the pace, they understand the pace of a film. Slower films are also accepted there. But here it is not that. Here people have no time. Especially in metro cities, people lifestyle itself is very fast. So we have to make our creative work also slightly faster. And the films, the films which you try to sell, if you are trying to sell a film, it has to be a fast-paced film. So the pace also varies from place to place. So basically, you can only try to do your best to make a film look interesting. You can't do anything more than that.
you were planning to make a film with Amitabh Bachchan too, whatever.
Yeah, it has been postponed for the time being because I wanted him to grow his beard and all those things. But because of his continuity of certain films, he will not be able to come to that level because there's a lot of work inside the sea, so you can't stick anything and work. So for that reason, it's been postponed for after August or September. We may start it again.
Coming back to Doli Saja, Rakhna, tell me a little about the music of the film. You know, how is there like an item number or
No, it is never. See, the music is used in Doli at places for the development of the love story and at places for transitions. I don't think in Doli there is no song used just for the sake of song. It is bigger. The music of Doli is a part of the film. It is never used, one song, 5 songs should be there. We have never taken that attitude. It is always a part of the film.
Thank you.
Okay. It's one of my best film so far in Hindi, and I expect that if this works, every time a film works, and you feel like doing some little more experiment, So I think this time it will work out because so far the response is good, and I can say I was so happy that when some people told me that even by seeing Titanic, I have never cried so much. Even by seeing, and it's a film people can cry with joy, not with sadness.
I think it's a great feeling, and I'm a little bit nervous now that the film is finally on release. But somewhere inside, I know the film is really good and I have a lot of confidence in the film. Let's hope it's all on God, it's on the audience, it's on everyone to decide.